World Health Organization Director General Tedros Ghebreyesus said on Sunday he'd been identified as a contact of someone who's tested positive for Covid-19, but added that he was feeling well and didn't have any symptoms. He tweeted that in line with WHO protocol, he would self-quarantine over the coming days. Mexico's Day of the Dead festival has started in subdued fashion, with tourist parades cancelled and many cemeteries closed because of the pandemic. President Andrés Manuel López Obrador had declared 3 days of national mourning for the 90,000 Mexican victims of coronavirus.
Should we have a look at today's front pages?
Yeah, go on then.
And of course, pretty much one story dominating. A nightmare without end is the Daily Mail headline. That's how they've written it. Like most of today's papers, it leads on speculation that the national lockdown in England could last longer than the planned 4 weeks.
Let's show you the Daily Telegraph. They're claiming that Boris Johnson will concede today that the lockdown could be extended beyond December the 2nd.
The Guardian reports that the Prime Minister is facing fury from his own MPs over the new lockdown. It says senior backbenchers will oppose the restrictions, although they are likely to be passed in Parliament on Wednesday with Labour support.
And the Daily Record devotes its entire front page to the photograph of the actor Sean Connery, whose death was announced over the weekend. It was posted along with a tribute by his granddaughter Saskia. She said that heaven had gained a legendary angel.
Should we look at the inside pages? Do you want to go first?
Well, I was actually going to talk about...
what do you want to talk about?
I was going to mention Sir Bobby Charlton, actually, because
do.
it's been a strange old week. You know, Sir Sean Connery, Nobby Stiles, former Manchester United England great, his death was announced over the weekend as well. And actually, we'll be speaking to Willie Morgan later on, who played with Nobby Stiles and also with Sir Bobby Charlton at Manchester United. It was sort of confirmed via his wife, and then one of his other brothers, Tom, has been talking about as well. It's been a really difficult year for the Charltons. Jack Charlton died earlier on this year and was battling dementia as well. And it's something which I know we're going to touch on later on the programme as well. And I know loads of people have been reacting to that. And sort of paying tribute to, as we were saying earlier on, probably regarded as the greatest ever English footballer. So that's Sir Bobby Charlton this morning. Something
completely different. This is a shaggy dog story. Apparently, so the first visitors to North America... They took various dogs there. Dogs they brought with them from Eurasia, possibly as early as around 11,000 years ago, became domesticated dogs. Some were used as draft animals, pulling sledges, others more conventionally for hunting. And then a new study has found that they took a small type of dog with a fluffy fleece, and it was used for its fleece so they could make clothing, which seems amazing, doesn't it?
Yes.
I've actually made him be quiet.
Yes, Louise, it does.
City Hall is now looking at how Transport for London can be funded in the next financial year after it made huge losses due to a drop in passenger numbers since the start of the pandemic. It was given another government bailout, this time of £1.8 billion. It means TfL won't have to extend the congestion charge zone to the North and South Circular or get rid of free travel for under 18s and over 60s. Some of the heroes of the pandemic are to be honoured as part of the Oxford Street Christmas lights. Today, in a scaled-back event, they'll be switched on. As part of this year's theme of unity and solidarity, people nominated by the public for their work or acts of kindness will have their names in lights among the display. The Met Police were called to several large illegal music events and gatherings over the weekend. These pictures were filmed in Hampstead on Saturday night, but others include a party attended by around 1,000 people in East London and a large christening celebration with 200 guests in Tottenham. A number of people were arrested and many are liable for £10,000 fines.